Yeah, well, at Tubi, we continue to grow rapidly. The streaming space is growing, and we, by many others' measures, have noted that we've outstripped the market in terms of our growth this year, so it's very exciting times. As it relates to FIFA, we're super excited to have World Cup soccer on Tubi. Currently, we have a channel that has programming from previous highlights and clips, as well as the road to the World Cup, which is starting on November 18th. And then November 18th through the end of the tournament, we'll have every game on demand shortly after the game concludes. So we're really excited. We have the exclusive streaming rights at Fox and Tubi for the English language of World Cup in the US.
So give us a little insight into how it's going in terms of sales, sponsorships, the appetite in the marketplace.
Yeah, I mean, the appetite in the marketplace is great. I think there's continued and growing recognition that streaming represents an opportunity for reach to target audiences. It's about scale and reach more than anything else, and doing that in a television environment, doing that on the big screen. And more, as people look at the data, they see Tubi has massive scale and performs really well, whether that's performance for incremental reach, using advanced measurement and tying it back to in-store visits or different measures, whether that's website traffic or whatever. Those advanced measurements are really playing out for our advertisers.
Now, Mark, I'm sure as you meet with so many of the marketers here, there's going to be a big expectation around performance and money for ROI. I mean, particularly now facing these headwinds, how do you demonstrate performance and ROI to your marketers?
Yeah, well, I mean, first we have to ask, what is it that is performance to them? Some, they're focused on broad reach, and so that they're really looking at what is the cost per incremental reach that I can get for my target audience. For others, it's about some type of performance metric, all the way down to sales, or looking at mid-funnel metrics. Did it drive search volumes? Did it drive traffic to their website? What have you? So there's we'll find out, and then we match that with the right vendor for measurement. There are great measurement vendors in each of the different verticals. It could even just be an awareness or attitudinal metrics around perception, things through other types of surveys. All of those things can be done now, and those types of things can prove out effective advertising. In addition, some might be looking just for efficiency in terms of they want to maybe not reach certain audiences. Maybe they know that they're brand loyalists. They have their own data environments to figure out those, and then they can suppress those audiences. Or maybe they want to focus on certain narrow geos. Whatever it might be, there is, I think, a flight to efficiency and performance, for those that are facing economic headwinds. And so streaming and connected TV is a great place for that.
And finally, Mark, a little bit on the education side. How is FAST defined? How do you define it?
Yeah, no, it's unfortunate that right now I think there's a lot of confusion because there's different definitions. And when it first started, FAST, free, ad-supported streaming television, that's FAST. A lot of people are now using FAST only in the terminology around FAST channels, which is really linear program channels. So I just ask, what is it that you're looking for when you're talking about FAST, and then go with that. I tend to think about it in kind of the literal sense, that's free, ad-supported streaming TV, whether that is VOD or programmed in linear channels, but I'll go with whatever the market wants.
And Mark, finally, the question about FAST versus the light subscription, what are you finding in the marketplace, in terms of the interest of marketers, or is there any kind of, it's apples and oranges, I suppose? I don't know. How do you see that they're perceived in the market?
Marketers want reach to audiences, whether specific audiences or certain scaled audiences that they're used to getting in traditional TV. So whether that is behind a paywall or not, I think they're just looking for reach. What they need is to know, should I be spending more or less? What is the right budget amount? And sometimes those paywalls create confusion because maybe the total audience of a streaming service that has no ads, paid with some ads, paid less with more ads, it gets confusing to figure out, well, what's the actual reach I'm going to get? I think we're in the fortunate position being completely free. One, that creates no friction for our viewers to come on board, so we get massive scale that way. But also for the marketers, they know the total scale is the reach in which we have through all of our viewers. So that is an advantage.